This is Cyndy G, and in this video we're assembling the Pumpkin House pop-up card. And for my base, I have already put on my panels, and now I'm going to prep the rest of it. And you're going to fold these pieces just like this. Okay. And then we're going to glue these 1/4 inch spaces down to the inside of the card. So just hold it a few extra seconds because it's a little bit thick, so you want to make sure that that sticks. And now we're just going to set that aside. So we have our pumpkin. I'm going to start by putting the door together. You just want to take this and line this up to the top. And then this piece you're going to line up at the bottom in the center. Then you'll see that there is a border around the door. Okay. Your porch lamps. I guess I already glued that one together. Okay, and now the pumpkin. Now this piece was doubled, and I had already glued that together and dried that flat under my mat. Okay. And I just want to quickly check the placement of my door. And it should line up to the bottom here of this base piece, okay? But it's kind of thick, so I'm not going to put glue on the steps because I don't think it'll glue down because it's kind of thick, my pumpkin. Well, maybe it would. Maybe it's not as thick as I thought it was. It is kind of bent over, but that's okay. There we are. I'm going to use a little bit of foam tape, whoops, for my lanterns. And then just glue my leaf on. Okay, so now we can set this one aside and work on our mushrooms. Okay. So we've got our bigger bunch of mushrooms. There's 3. Since I cut these all in the same color, I did ink the edges to make it a little more distinct. And these are just going to glue right on the fence post. Now the other mushrooms, and since it looks like it's 2 stems kind of, there's not another piece to put on this one, okay? Oops. Should have tried it first before I put glue on it, but that's okay. And then it is also going on the fence post. And then the piece of grass goes all the way across the bottom. Okay, and there it is. So now we are going to insert this one into this front tab or spot. Slide it in through the top and down through the bottom. And flip it over. Fold the bottom tab up. We're going to glue that to the bottom of the card. Then we are going to put the house in the center. And what you do with this one is you're going to put glue just on this bottom tab. Then we're going to fold this bottom piece up and glue it to our pumpkin. I'm just holding it a few extra seconds to make sure it really glues well. And then we're going to lift up this top tab and we're going to also glue it to our pumpkin. Now we're just gluing these tabs to the center here. We're not gluing it down inside, just glue it to the pumpkin. Okay? And then you'll see when you push it up that the top and the bottom should rise with it. Okay? Now for this side, we're going to just put this flap straight down, and on this one we're going to fold this one up, and we are going to glue these together. So I'm going to put glue on this one and this one. I want enough to make it glue together, but not too much that it oozes out. And then we're just going to glue these together. Okay. So we're going to look in here, make sure everything is gluing down. Uh-oh. My mushroom just got stuck. So that is going to, you're going to have to be careful with this one to make sure that that mushroom is not getting in the way of opening and closing the card. Now we're closing up the card. And then when we push it up, there is the pumpkin house box card, pop-up card. So when it closes, you see right here, this mushroom is grabbing onto that edge. So you just will have to be mindful of that, okay? So thank you for joining me.